when I actually participated in that, the Dragons there, I didn't think, I thought it was just for that purpose. We'll go and do that presentation, and if we get funding, great. It was something that one of the Dragons said, it was Attia that said it, that this is the kind of thing that we can do in the future, and portray ourselves as businesses. And it sort of just clicked then that, yeah, you know, this is the things that we're going to have to do as an organisation and be ready to do that. So it really did make us go that one step further.
I mean, there's obviously been a changing funding environment and economic environment generally. How's that affected you, and how's the project sort of helped you in that context?
Well, we were at a sort of crossroads anyway, because we were looking at going independent from our umbrella organisation, and the Dragons then actually gave us that last boost to do that. And because of the funding that we're receiving from that, we are now in the process of becoming an independent organisation.
My expectation was, in a way, essentially was to tap into the knowledge base of the network and to learn as much as possible in order to serve the organisation better, and also to implement some of the changes that we need in order to take the organisation forward, especially in the current climate of commissioning and procurement, and understand the language that the funders and commissioners and other authorities talk about. We were, like many other organisations, invited to apply for the support for the consultancy services, and so we attended the training program, how to pitch. And I think in the beginning all of us who participated in the program were in the mind of using the PowerPoint and traditional techniques of just showing all the data and so forth. And I think the key part of the training was Alistair provided that you need to tell it in the form of a story. So most of us were not used to telling a story or narrating what the organisation does or how it can benefit. So that kind of idea, that conveying the story of an organisation to funders, potentially giving examples of the real life experiences of people, was quite amazing to be able to deliver in 5 minutes. I think one of the things that we have benefited from is essentially understanding the language of the, if you like, the funding process, and also giving the capacity to challenge some of the decisions that are made, and also to be aware of some of the legislations. So, for example, before we were not aware of this compact legislations and other things. So it's not challenging, sometimes it can be negative, but we queried the funding that we received from the council. Was it compact compliant? And I think it was a bit of a surprise for the funders to understand what. And the response was, I believe so. And then we also made an impact assessment exercise, submission, and fortunately we were awarded substantial funding for the previous year as well as.
So you actually managed to up your funding on the basis you were able to challenge the.
Yes, but whether it is directly, I would not like to take the credit for that. No. But I think it's the ability to challenge, and I think that's the thing. I think for all the organisations involved in this training program is the ability to ask query. Can you explain this? How does it work? And I think it takes
to be able to ask the right questions.
Right question, yeah.
James. Well, basically it was about getting support to be able to manage the challenges we wanted to do. And I think it's been very, very important, very key. What I can emphasize is the training and the one-to-one provided by the network. Mm-hmm. It's quite an asset. It's quite an asset for organizations. It has really provided us with the skills, but especially the confidence to take on challenges. The future of the charity, plus I think I'm quite confident that it's going to, with the support of BME network, it has already produced the effect, the benefits, and I'm very confident that things are going to improve, and we're already seeing the changes in terms of access to funding, discussions with founders, generating income, changing our strategies and looking at our systems. So I think it's been very beneficial. I'm confident things are going to get even better.
And everything that you need for the sector they've provided, and they've also gone on to actually asking us what else could they provide for us, which is a real, fantastic thing, because they're actually meeting individual needs in that capacity. Dragon's Den bid, you had to put together a proposal, and it was a great opportunity for BME organisations because it sent you back to the drawing board where you could then take an overview of your organisation, think about your mission, your vision, your values, why you exist, and put that together in a pitch which is very necessary in this current climate to kind of sell yourself to those who you need support from, whether that be financial support or those who you want as clients.
When I first got involved, I weren't sure really what to expect, so we were just going along with what training and opportunities they were providing. But once we got involved, it was wonders. It was amazing for us. It opened up a lot of doors in the sense of we had so much training available to us and support. We was involved with creative fundraising, Picasso, quality assurance, financing, budgeting, management and leadership programs, and that just helped me and the rest of the team to develop and learn them skills which we never knew. I've gained masses of knowledge through the training. The training was aimed at BME groups and bringing BME groups together. So networking with all the different groups, that was a major factor, and the knowledge what I've gained and empowered by it, I've passed that back to my team and the young people we work with. It's helped them develop further. Yeah, the mentor which got matched up was amazing. They had them skills and them answers which we needed, and it helped us.
I got involved with this support program because it struck me that it'd be quite different. I'm involved with various other mentoring programs through other organisations, regionally and nationally, but they're all quite loose and open-ended. The thing about this program that caught my interest was this idea of a structured format, something that said it's time limited, we're going to do a kind of a health check at the start, something that will identify a set of core issues that you and your mentee can look at together and work on over a 12-month period.
We were invited to become a mentor because I suppose of our experience over the years. We've been around for quite a while. We were deemed to be, one of the organizations that could provide mentoring for the smaller ones who are kind of like setting off on this journey, to grow and to develop. It's not just been about me, it's been about looking at the other expertise within my organization. For example, when they were doing their annual report and looking at their accounts, I did offer that my director of finance could help look at it just to make sure that they've done it the right way, to do some kind of auditing for them. Offered a lot of time, a lot of expertise. It's there for them to tap into. Whether they're ready to tap into that or they've utilized, that resource as best as they can, I'm not so sure. It's my honest take on it. But I think, when I look back where we were, 20 years ago, I would say that it's a good thing, for organizations that are already well established to support those that are up and coming.